So House of a Thousand Corpses is a horror slasher cult classic where a group of sick, twisted, psychopathic mutant hybrids physically and mentally torture a group of young adults in a crowded fever dream of a movie. And I probably shouldn't have watched it when I was 9. There's not a lot of movies that have left me with this dreary feeling after watching them, right? Even when I was younger. But I remember this movie. Why did my parents think this movie was okay? I mean, don't get me wrong. There's surprisingly a decent amount of people I know that have seen 0 horror films growing up, just no mature content in general. And I get it, but fuck that. I'm cool with my path. But this movie's something else. And rewatching it 17 years later is a trip, because there's something to enjoy, but there's also a nice hefty, straight off the roll, you gotta do this thing to get the air in it, looks like you're opening a sailboat, or you're Mick Foley with a steel chair, bag of bullshit to accompany that. And before all the cult classic claws come out, Rob Zombie himself doesn't even look back fondly on the movie. So you can obviously enjoy it, but in my opinion, it's not a great watch. So let's just run through it. Let's go with the flow, paddle along the stream. Be one with the, what do you call, like, water movement? This video is sponsored by Current. Not familiar? That's crazy, because I'm conveniently knowledgeable about it. Current is so interesting to me because it's a mobile bank with a Visa debit card. The benefits? With Current, you can get paid up to 2 days faster. Because I know you've been at the strippy with your boys, pre-COVID, maybe post, these savages. But I know you've been there like, listen, Molly, I would love to support your tuition right now, but I get paid at the same time as everyone else does, and right now, I don't, Molly, wait! Even better, you got free overdraft up to $100, which means no fees when you're $1 in the red. Because I can tell you from experience, I've been negative like 25 bucks, and after a few days of not being able to pay, now I'm 127 in the hole because of fees. Hey, let's gouge the person who has clearly already shown us that they are living in the struggle. Current is a real bank account. No hidden fees, no minimum balance requirement. You can send money for free. It just takes 2 minutes to sign up. Bada bing, bada boom. And if you're interested, go get yourself a Current Black Premium card at current.com/Mista-GG. That's current.com/Mista-GG. And thank you, Current, for sponsoring this video. We begin with a television program hosted by Dr. Wolfenstein, and then a commercial for Captain Spaulding's Museum, which, by the way, if anybody's complimenting this movie, I would hope you're complimenting Sid Haig for being the best part of a movie where he has significantly less screen time than at least 7 other actors. Anyway, 2 robbers bust through the doors and, bro, you might as well just put on a hat. These big assholes. It's like the people who have like their mask like mid-lip. It's like, dude, that's not the... You're not doing... Ignoring the fucking earthquake cam, this is actually a fun start to the movie. That is until you get to the spicy edits, Exhibit A. And I watch that scene and it's like, you know what? Shoot your shot. But then I ask myself, what did you add with that? And the answer is nothing. You cannot tell me that that scene wouldn't have been better like this. But instead, you brought over Wimplo and Master Payne for some kung pao ass edit. Side note, the main Rob Zombie song from the soundtrack is crazy. I think it's the right vibes to follow up an intro like that. But get used to this intro sequence, because this is B-roll that is also used for the transitions and the breaks in between the transitions, also known as the scenes. So we meet our main crew of kiddos, and is that Dwight? That's Dwight. What the fuck? His group of 4 decide to ride Captain Spaulding's murder ride, where he slowly goes through a showcase of infamous serial killers, ending with the only fictional one out of the bunch, Dr. Satan, who apparently was hung at a tree close by, but his body was never recovered. It's basically a really well done haunted house commercial, but it's the first domino to fall for our buddies here, because Jerry gets a stiffy for the spooks and wants to go check out the tree where Dr. Satan was hung. And I really don't know the trilogy like that, but it doesn't seem like the captain was trying to set him up. Jerry begged to be given directions here, and along the way, they ran into a hitchhiker. Dude, this must be Randonautica. Dude, Randonautica took us here.
You're gonna get a great write-up for this. Yeah.
These begotten fever dreams make me sad. This girl says she lives just right up the road, but she's not even at least walking towards there while waiting for a ride. Yeah, no red flag there, guys. It's fine, she's cute, fuck it. On the way to her home, her marksman blows out their tire and her brother tows the car to fix it. And hey, it's Otis. I'm just gonna pretend this disgustingly abrupt cut was artistic and move on. Otis here kidnaps some cheerleaders and they're gonna die soon. Give me an F in chat. So you're gonna die soon. That's the joke. You know, there's not a lot like me out. This movie's in such a hurry. There are times where it's just edited like my YouTube videos. And also, some of the jump scares got me. Only reason being because my guy was generous with the DBs. And also, a dick. Like in this scene, Bunny just goes boo to Dwight. I'm just ignoring the movie name. This is Dwight. And when she does it, they put in some coyote dragon squeal to make sure you slightly lean back. They start to meet the family, and yes, the movie's gross, the movie's weird, but it crosses into line of bizarre quickly, and I feel like it becomes more jokey at this point, not in a good way. Because I recognize there's comedic elements here, I just don't think it does the movie any favors, really. Or at least it does more bad than good.
Okay now, everybody put on your masks. Can't very well eat our desserts with our everyday faces exposed.
This movie...
Hey baby, I hear the blues are calling, tossed salads and scrambled eggs. White style.
And this movie is brought to you by really bad try not to scare challenges on YouTube. I don't really want to shit on this movie, but when I see all the bad sides of it, it just feels like they gave the director of Obey the Walrus a budget. The car's finally fixed after a home theater show, and why are they trying to spook us? They were so normal before. I don't understand this ambush that happens here. I mean, you basically had them captured already. They couldn't have escaped anyway. What was the point of this? Just to fuck with them? Because that just gives me more haunted house vibes. That's what the haunted house workers do. By the way, I love how the two get mollywopped by Otis and Tiny, and the girls are like, oh my god, who is that? Who is that 7'6" man in disguise? I mean, I'm just stunned. They killed Dwight first, but they at least do him justice by turning him into a Red Lobster entree while they listen to Lionel Richie. Dwight, more like Dwarf Gorami. They send some cops to scope out the joint, and I love Walton Goggins. The captain tells them exactly where he sent them, and off they go. They have yet another psychedelic dream sequence, and this one's a whole minute and ends with a jump scare. Sorry, I'm gonna keep bringing them up because they keep doing it. There's kind of a movie here, but these groovy deep fried montages are the spread ass cheeks hanging above this movie, amongst other sphincters. By the way, I was surprised to learn that there isn't any stilts here. The actor, Matthew McGrory, R.I.P., stood tall at 7'6", also held the record for longest toe. So they torture their guest a bit, the police discover their car, another woman's body, and the main officer walks in to talk, and the other two discover a shed full of bodies in the back. And I remember watching this scene when I was young, because I wasn't used to the good guys not pulling through. They found the bodies, they had the firepower, and it didn't matter. That concept scared the fuck out of me. They all just get smoked, and the movie continues. Hurt my little soul. I also really like the song choice here of Frank Ifield, I Remember You. Very fitting. So now it's time for their fucky ceremony. They have them in a homemade carousel dressed up as bunnies, which seems a bit convoluted because they take them outside anyways. It's fun to watch movies with me. All I can really take away at this point is that I don't know which girl's which, because we don't know shit about them. I know more about Goggins, Tiny, the first robber, Dr. fucking Wolfenstein, and I would have the same problem for the guys, but I know Bill because he's Dwight. And I know the other guy because he's not Dwight. One of the girls run away and she could have gotten away, but she stops because she sees a bunch of crosses like, oh my god, those killers killed other people. This might take some time to sink in. I also love that this group is supposed to be a freak show, but RJ is just Bret Hart. They lower the remaining two into this well and it turns out there's zombies. It's okay. They just take her boyfriend, by the way. I don't know. They're not done fucking with her, I guess. She walks through a cave down there where she just runs into scary person after scary person, and then she's let go. And now she's just dead ass walking through a haunted house attraction because the people she encounters serve no other purpose. They're just all in place waiting for their turn. She finally finds Dr. Satan working on her boyfriend, and finally things calm down. Once they send out their fucking super soldier to capture her, because why not? It's so weird too, because I fully remembered this thing, but I could never have told you where it was from. It seems like they throw everything at the wall at the end of this movie. And you know what I think it was? With the directorial debut, I think he just wanted to try all the things he's been wanting to try. I think he had the budget, creative power, and was like, dude, we gotta have some Terminator looking motherfucker. Bet. We better have naked cheerleaders. Bet. I want to include a shot like this. Big bet. Oh, can we put like a lava lamp filter over some old VHS footage that I have and put a lot of it in the movie? The Terminator takes himself out and she escapes. Captain Spaulding, am I ecstatic to see you? I'm so happy to see that even though you were the sketchy asshole all movie, you ironically ended up being one of the good. Oh, okay. And the movie ends after. What? Well, I'm not so sure. Now, I'm not upset this movie was made. Rob Zombie has talked about how he pitched the idea with really nothing ready to go, but Universal just ran with it, and then ended up denying the release of the film because I believe they said it was a celebration of depravity. So they tried to throw it to MGM, and I guess Rob had joked like, yeah, I mean, MGM has no morals, so we should be good. And they didn't like that, so he ended up releasing it with Lionsgate. This ended up being a trilogy, and I'm pretty sure I remember having that same dreary feeling with The Devil's Rejects, the sequel. And I just haven't seen 3 from Hell. I don't really know how to transition from here to the outro.
Hey baby, I hear the blues are calling, toss salads and scram.
If you guys enjoyed this movie review, please leave a like. And here is your second reminder to please leave a like. Please subscribe because I have more content coming your way. Shout out to my wonderful, wonderful, wonderful patrons for always supporting the boy. And also shout out to Katie Sky for retweeting my last video tweet. Also, you should totally check out my new channel, Mista-GG Live, where I got a lot of edited stuff from Twitch. Some of the videos being reacting to my Predator Chronicles series, bodying scrubs in Among Us, and a lot more is on its way. Like I said, if we can get 10k subs on that channel, I'll do something swell over there. And obviously, if you want to tune into the stream, twitch.tv/the Mista-GG. And as always, I am Mista-GG, and I am out.